Until now, we have seen how to create the coming soon page and other pages like terms and condition and different policy pages. Now we will look at the main plugin that's called WooCommerce, and we will configure it according to your needs. For this you have to go to your backend dashboard. You can access the URL by typing /wp-admin from your website URL and enter your login ID and password as we have said previously. Now we have reached at our backend dashboard of WordPress. From here we will configure our WooCommerce plugins according to our dropshipping business. Please note, these settings will also work for any global businesses. Just click on WooCommerce and go to this settings page. This WooCommerce plugin will provide you two other menus, that is WooCommerce and products. We have to go to this settings page. In this first page you can fill up some details like your business address and your currency settings, etc. Now we will quickly add these settings, and we are providing here the selling location. As per any dropshipping website, we can sell it to all the countries, or we can set to choose some specific countries from here. If you set to sell in some specific countries, you can set it and select the countries from here, like this example: United States, United Kingdom, Australia maybe. Now also, when you are selling to these countries, you have to ship your products, so we will set all these countries. You can also restrict some countries from here, like sell to all countries and except for Saudi Arabia, Tunisia, Turkey, etc. Any customer, when coming from these specified countries, will not see your website and cannot order the products from your website, so you can restrict them here. For this tutorial we will sell to all these countries and will also ship to all these countries where we are selling. Now default customer location will be geolocated. Keep the default settings from here, because WooCommerce will check the visitor's IP and set the country accordingly. You can also enable taxes from here, but for the startup dropshipping shops we don't need to pay the taxes, so we can skip them right now. But anytime you have registered with taxes, you can add the prices. Also, you will be given option to enable coupons from here, and you have to set the currency. By default we will keep these to US dollar and keep them the 1000 separator decimal separators as default. Click on save changes. Now we will look around the next tab, which is products tab. You can see some notices as here, but now you can ignore them. I will cover them in later lessons. After coming to the products tab, you can see some settings here. There are base shop pages, add to cart behavior and measurements. You can change accordingly the weight unit, dimension units here. We will keep it as kilogram and centimeter. Also, you can enable reviews, the product reviews from here, or disable it if you want. You have option to enable reviews for only the buyers or anyone. Now from here we will be going to sub tab called inventory. You can enable the stock management or disable it. As for this tutorial we are going to use some other web apps to manage our stock, so we will leave it like default. And you can also set the low stock threshold. That means whenever only 10 products will be left in your inventory, you will get some notification. And if you are going if your products are out of stock, it will be invisible. You have also option to display the low stock from here. Now coming to this downloadable product sub tab, we don't need to keep any changes or keep these settings, because we will not sell any downloadable products in this shop. I will cover shipping later in another lesson. Let's come straight to this payment tab. You can enable the bank transfer, check payment, cash on delivery methods. But if you are going for a dropshipping site, it is highly recommended to choose only PayPal method, because PayPal is worldwide trusted and used by many users. So click setup and enable this gateway. Here you have to enable this gateway as the default and change this PayPal email ID according to your registered PayPal email. You will be getting all the payments in this email ID. If you don't have any PayPal email ID, you can always go to PayPal website and register for a business ID from there. You need to put your registered PayPal email ID here. Then you have an option to enable the sandbox mode. These are for developers to test the payment. Generally, if uh, you are going to follow my instruction, you don't have to enable this sandbox. These both options, sandbox and login, mainly used for debugging purpose if any error occurs. Then keep these options by default. Use the receiver email as the same PayPal email address you have provided earlier. Just copy from there and paste it here. You don't have to put anything inside PayPal identity token. These are some advanced options. We don't generally need that. Here you can invoice, customize the invoice numbering from here. You can put anything as you like. Our website is quick. quartz fashion, so we are using this short name QF as the invoice prefix here. And shipping details, send shipping details to PayPal instead of billing. That means we will use a single address for our customers, because PayPal only supports single address verification option, and billing and delivery will be on the same address. It will also enable your PayPal seller protection. So check this box, and you can also change this address override box enable, because if a customer order once and change the address later, you cannot change the shipping, so we will use this same. Now the payment action, there are two mode, authorize and capture. I will suggest to take this authorize mode, because in capture mode, whenever anyone pays you, it will be automatically reflected in your PayPal account. But when you keep it authorize mode, they will only authorize the payment. And if for any reason you delay for 1 or 2 days, you can always capture the payment after the delay. Now we are going to set our logo as invoice logo. You can check this link of this image. You can copy the image address and paste it here as image URL. We generally do not need to enable any page styling from here. We can always customize the invoice. I will tell you in another lesson how to customize the invoice and mails. And also, you don't have to use this API credential for now. These APIs are used for large volume transactions. As a startup website, you will not have so much transactions, so the registered email is fine. Click save changes, and we are done here. Now moving to the accounts and privacy tab, you can allow, enable or disable the guest users to place orders from this. That means anyone can create an account during the checkout period and purchase from your shop. Allow customers to create an account during checkout, and allow customers to create an account from my account page. Also, you can automatically generate a username from their email address, and also automatically generate a password and mail them. You can keep them enabled or disabled as you like. And you can also enable the account eraser request as per GDPR policy. If any user or your buyer requests to delete their account, you can manually delete them. These are the privacy policy and terms and conditions pages. You can set it from here and can customize the display text, and these are personal data retention policy. You can leave them as for now, or you can set here. If you set these settings, your customer information will be automatically deleted from the system as specified in these periods. Next, we are going to set some advanced tab. We are looking some checkout pages, cart pages, etc. And by default they are the same. Only you have to select the terms and condition page from here. You can force the secure checkout because if you have any SSL certificate, you can force it. I will show you how to enable SSL in later videos, so don't worry for these settings now. These are the checkpoints. Only here I suggest you to remove the downloads endpoint because we will not be selling any downloadable product. So remove it, and that's it. See you in the next lesson, and I will show you how to configure the shipping information in later.